Alright, we can start.
What? We can start? Guys, get in here. We're going to start. Okay, everyone.
Guys, get in here.
No, no. Oh, get the fuck off our stealth floor.
I'm the censor.
Hello, everyone.
Yeah. Get up there.
Oh, up there. Okay.
No armor in the Senate building, please.
Yeah,
It's just polite.
yeah.
Wait a minute, I'm actually supposed to be here representing the president, so shouldn't I be down there?
Yeah,
I
Not
don't
yet.
know the Senate etiquette.
We'll invite you down there once it's your turn to speak.
Senate kit.
You know.
Yep.
This is their moment, Derpy.
Alright.
We can't have their floor.
All right. I guess we'll do a roll call. All right. So we got Bigley here. We got Chat. We got Ozymandias. I don't know all your RP names. So
It's the right honorable.
we have the Right
Senator
Honorable
Godfrey.
Bigley and the Right Honorable Senator Bigley, the Right Honorable Senator Chat, the Right Honorable Senator Ozymandias, Godfrey, of course.
We're all present, I think.
Okay, cool. So let's just discuss real fast. We're going to go through confirming the judges. Obviously, we are not voting on them today, but we will be, I guess, revealing who the president would like to appoint as the judges.
Alright.
So those judges are Emperor Cranberry, Loga, and Subi. Subi? Sub. That makes so much more sense. Yeah, so those are the choices of the president.
Yeah. I mean, they seem fine. I don't know who SCOB is though.
They live way up north in North Cat.
Oh, well, I guess it's good to have some. It's good to have some others.
Okay, so let's get on to the juicy bits. Let's get on to the Law Enforcement Commission briefing. Would the Right Honorable Mound please come up to the stand and present?
Oh no, it's the right.
Oh, thank you. The Right Honorable
Yeah, the right
Senator
honorable
Bigley.
yeah.
Yeah, please come to the stand to present the findings of the Law Enforcement Commission.
All right, so we had talked with the Minister of Defense, a friend of the Minister of the Interior, and then Justice Cranberry about, their thoughts and recommendations on what should be done. The Minister had had come to.
Sorry, you cut out a bit. Could you please go back a sentence?
Starting from saying Rosika and the noise, or before that.
Right before that.
Okay. We talked with the Minister of Defense, the noise, and Justice Cranberry about. We asked them about their thoughts and recommendations of what needs to be done. Rosika and the noise were in agreement that there could be more local forces, possibly a mix of the army and militias together in order to achieve the law enforcement goal. Rosika, the Minister of Defense, had said that right now the troops are sort of seen as an outside force, and thus they are there's distrust towards them. The Minister of Defense is currently is right now reorganizing the army, and is continuing to work on that. There's about 5 active members and 20 reservist members, but we don't know this exactly because there hasn't been a count of the number of troops since the Cossack War.
Mr. Right Honorable Speaker, may I comment?
You may.
I think it is quite concerning that we have not had a full roll call of the armed forces since the Cossack War, which has been over a year now. I think we should condemn the Ministry of Defense and the Commander in Chief for failing, for executing such a huge failure. That is all. I yield my time.
Thank you. You may move on, Velik.
The Noise and Rosika, the Minister of Defense, we had written, we had read the bill written by the Minister of the Interior, Toyota, and we took an idea from it about there being large, I'll call them departments, which there could be certain marshals who would cover the area along with some troops, and they'd have there'd be likely about 4 of them, and they'd either be centered around a big town, or if it's more rural and there's no real big town, then they'd be build a new headquarters area sort of central to the section. Also, and when we came to talking to Cranberry, he indicated that we should, look to set up something to train lawyers and attorneys, and also to make sure that there is a bailiff in the court to ensure proper order there. Also, he wanted to make sure that there would be people to investigate crimes instead of just whoever can. I believe that could be the marshals, but that's we can talk about that. Yes, because of all this, we've pushed the Minister of Defense to make sure the army is reorganized and in working shape as soon as possible, and that we would like to create some number of departments for sections of the army to cover, potentially with the additional aid of local town militias. Also, something else that was brought up by Cranberry and we would like to look into is a system of paid clerks who would aid the justices or whoever would need a little bit of help in doing basic work such as research. And we can look more into this through a committee if necessary. Thank you.
Thank you, Velik. So, moving on, we will be discussing the President McHale's concerns. I'd like to ask Vi to come down to the stands to speak their mind, I suppose.
Alright, so forgive me if I don't know Senate etiquette properly. But right now, the active concerns of the president is to receive funding for the Ministry of Defense for things like netherite armor, netherite tools, weapons, probably the establishment of a proper engineer corps to get fortification constructions done, such as possibly repairing the old fort just north of Urbis, which has currently been in disrepair for however long since the end of the Cossack War, I believe. Um, and it also happens to be being picked apart by savages, sorry, not savages, scavengers. Um, uh, as of right now, there also needs to be, well, first off, there needs to be securing enchanted diamond armor and then the netherite. Uh, the president is currently concerned that uh, diamond armor needs to be gotten first and equipped as a general set for all soldiers of the military, with netherite armor being equipped for a trained task force, specifically trained for special operations.
Mr. Red Honorable, Mr. Red Honorable Speaker, may I take the stand?
You may.
I do believe the Ministry of the Treasury has a vault of diamonds that it has from the conversion of lira into of diamonds into lira. So we might be able to provide the Ministry of Defense with some resources in that regard, on top of normal lira financing for wages and other equipment. I yield my time.
Thank you.
If I may provide a commentary on that, I believe that it may be more economical rather than using pure diamond gems to begin a series of industrial-sized trades with the villager class of people, for specifically the villager armor smiths, to receive armor that is already enchanted for a large discount in price via trading of emeralds. It might be more economical for the size of the sorry, the scale of the amount of armor and weapons we need.
That's an excellent point. Thank you, Bai.
Let me look at this list again. I'm a little unprepared. This is a very last minute thing. So, another concern is regarding the netherite. That would be, as of right now, since the nation's netherite stores, I believe, are not exactly in great quantity, we may have to propose funding to get workers, laborers, paid laborers to go into the nether to
Excellent. Is that all, Vi?
just taking a last little look at this list. As of right now, yes, because anything else I have regarding military reforms should mostly be brought up at the Ministry of Defense itself rather than the Senate. This is mostly regarding funding at the moment.
Excellent. Thank you for bringing these forth.
I'll return to my seat.
Thank you.
All right. So I will now be reading through a bill that was recently submitted to me called the Administrative Aid Act. This was submitted to me by Right Honorable Senator Mound, and it reads as follows. The Administrative Aid Act aims to help the foreign state apparatus run more efficiently and smoothly by creating a remunerated clerk position that will aid the Supreme Justices and Senators in their duties, as well as give the clerks experience in specific fields to create future statesmen. The Act also will add remuneration for the Senators and Justices of Faru. Number 1, there is to be a new position called clerk. As many clerk positions as necessary can be created by the Premier. And point B, the Premier is responsible for assigning the clerks to various individuals and groups such as themselves, the justices, the various Senate groups, and so on and so forth. Point C, the clerks are to be paid 10 liras every week for their work. Point 1, the clerks are entitled to a bonus of 5 lira for every official meeting they attend. This includes, but is not limited to, Senate sessions, committee hearings, court cases, and cabinet meetings. They, however, exclude all matters of private meetings and the such, but are still to be present to such meetings if it is to be demanded of them. Point 2, the senators and justices are to be remunerated at a rate of 20 lira per week for their noble service to the state. Furthermore, they are subject to the same bonus rules as the clerks. See Section 1CI. So this bill will be submitted tomorrow for voting. If anyone has anything to discuss on this bill, please speak up.
Mr. Honorable Speaker, may I speak on my own bill?
Yes, you may.
I think, well, hello to greetings to all the right honorable senators in this room and the right honorable speaker. I'm here today to present this bill, which I believe will greatly aid the function of the foreign state by, first of all, creating the clerk position, which I do hope some people take up, and second of all, by remunerating the various statesmen of a republic, which are currently not remunerated at all for all the work that they do for a republic. And some people might say that the senators don't do that much work at all compared to the average hardworking Farron, but I would like to say that this is not true at all, and that we actually might be doing more work than the average Farron. I've showed up to as many as 7 meetings this week, like for committees, bill redaction, and the such, strategy meetings, cabinet meetings, and it's a lot of work and it's a lot of time. And I think we do deserve some sort of remuneration for this work. And what we're asking for is not that much. It's only 100 something lira per month, or per whole term, I believe. Even it's like 80 per month. So I do believe that us, the justices and the future clerks, deserve such remuneration, and that the clerks will greatly alleviate the workload of all the senators and all of the statesmen of the republic. That is all.
Thank you, ma'am. All right. Moving on, we are going to be looking at the appointment of a Minister of Treasury. If I'm not mistaken, I believe that is something the Premier would present. Yeah, sorry, you can come forward, Bellic.
Yes. I would like to propose that Jonathan Godfrey fill that role.
Hear, hear.
All right. Thank you, Bellic. Would anyone like to discuss this appointment?
Yes. May I take the stand, Mr. Honorable Speaker?
Yes, you may.
I would like to question the Premier regarding this decision. The Right Honorable Premier. May she take the stand as well?
Yes, she may.
All right, Mrs. Right Honorable Premier Villick. Why did you choose the Right Honorable Senator Godfrey for this position?
I believe Godfrey will do a good job in the role. You know, can handle money well. Misclick. Can handle the role well, and you know would do well with the experience of in a ministry, right?
I see. I understand. May we also have the Right Honorable Godfrey at the stand? I would like to also ask some questions to the potential future minister. Mr. Right Honorable Senator Godfrey, why do you believe you're qualified for this position?
That's a very good question by Honorable Senator Moan. I believe that I am very, although I believe that I am qualified for this position. I believe that this position currently is very much needed to be filled, no matter what qualifications someone has. We desperately need more money in our economy, especially in phasing out diamonds in the economy instead of lira, and that's and all of these can be done quickly by me. I don't have to be in this ministry for so long. We just need to kickstart the economy once more.
Mr. Right Honorable Senator Godfrey, do you love money?
I fucking love money.
Alright,
You're
alright.
here.
Here.
Here, here.
Alright, well, last question. Um, Mr. Right Honorable Senator Godfrey, what actions would you take over the next week or two as Minister of the Treasury?
Well, first off, the first thing we need to do is start putting more lira into the economy to not only for our defenses but also our infrastructure, since we have actually like halted construction in the high-speed rail, which I think the Sutter district, which is in fact my district, desperately needs to further connect the nation and for make make our identity as Faroans. And second of all, we need to keep track about where this money is going and where it's from. We need to, first of all, actually prevent counterfeiting. And third off, we will know until it comes. Yeah.
Alright. Well, thank you. You have remediated many of my concerns, Mr. Right Honorable Senator Godfrey. I will be taking my seat back.
No issues right on over, Senator Mo.
Thank you, senators. This takes us into our next point. We are currently discussing the approval of a new round of printing currency. I don't know who specifically meant to present that tonight, but whoever is, please step forward.
Mr. Right Honorable Speaker, I believe we are supposed to have this as a collective discussion.
Excellent. Yeah. So we. Sorry, 1 second.
Sorry.
It's all good. It's all good.
Attack in the Senate.
Yeah. As I burn, let's discuss a new round of printing currency.
Wouldn't we ask this of
Thank you,
the
Right Honorable,
Minister of the Treasury
Godfrey.
once that is appointed?
Yes, but I do believe we could have a discussion of what budget we want for the coming term.
Yes, I think that's proper.
Alright.
And I think it would be most appropriate for the Premier to open this discussion. The right honorable Premier.
Of course. Okay, so I know that we need at least 200 lira to pay off the Department of Labor and Agriculture, right? To so that they're able to pay for the agricultural work that has already been done, and also pay for potentially the laying down of rail to new locations, which is exciting. I also think however much the Ministry of Defense needs, we will need to. I think a total, and also just more to get the currency in hand. So about 1,000 more lira might be good to do. I believe that'd be the best number.
Excellent. Does anyone have any concerns with 1,000 lira being printed?
Mrs. Venerable Speaker, so 1,000 lira is like in total for the whole budget? Or
I it I think it would be a good starting spot, at least, to print 1,000.
And just so to, just so we're clear, where would those lira go again?
At least 200 would go. 200 would go to the Department of Labor and Agriculture, and then however much goes to the Minister of Defense, and then the rest would go into common circulation.
I see.
Can I make a comment on behalf of the president?
Uh,
Motion to invite the delegates from the
The
president to the floor.
yeah, motion approved. Come on down, Vi.
All right. So on behalf of the president, it's his belief that what would be left in that amount would not be sufficient for the military, for the Ministry of Defense. Concerning the recent McCarthyian threat of the cannibals in the southeast, um, the military needs to have a large stimulus of money to get it off the ground, since it has currently been in disrepair since the Cossack War. As of right now, there's not even an actual list of active members of the military.
Mr. V, I have a question for you. Uh, how many liras do you believe the military might require? Okay, about 200 for the military. Well, that fits into our diamonds.
200
Okay.
diamonds.
Okay, so 800 lira for the military.
So we could print.
That works.
We could print 1800 lira then.
Yes, yeah, we can print a little bit more to ensure that there's enough that goes in circulation, and also pay for the Ministry of Defense.
All right. Well, thank you for your time, Mr. Delegate.
Yes, thank you, Vi. You may return to your seat.
Yes. All right. So, Mrs. Venerable Speaker, with the news of this coming up, I believe that we might need to print upwards of 2,000 lira to satisfy our economic needs right now.
That seems like a good number considering the additional information that we were just given.
Yes. Furthermore, we need to get as much liras as possible into the hands of our citizens.
Yes, okay.
Would the Honorable Senator Godfrey want to have a word about this situation?
Yes, I would like to have a word situation. I wanted to say that I don't think we can give a certain amount to the Department of Defense at the moment because we don't have exact numbers on what they need. You don't even have exact numbers on the amount of people currently in service and reservists. So I first like for the Ministry of Defense to give out exact numbers before we can give them a certain amount. I think at the moment we can give them a bit to kickstart the military and reorganize it. But right now, I don't think we can give them too much before we know what exactly is going on in the military at this point.
That is a fair concern, actually. That is one. Well, I still think we can approve printing upwards of 2,000 lira, just, just in case. We don't have to print all the liras, but it gives us some legroom.
Yeah, I agree. I just don't think it'd be a smart idea to give out the Ministry of Defense too much when they can't even figure out how many people are currently available, how many people are currently reserved.
Yes, I agree. But thankfully, it will be up to the Minister of the Treasury to hand out the liras to the various departments, unless we order them uh, to hand out specific sums.
Excellent.
So,
All right. It looks like we can move on from the new round of printing currency. So please return to your seats, and we will move on to addressing tax collection concerns. I believe this was proposed by the premier to address these concerns. So, if that is in your purview, Right Honorable Senator Velick, please come up to the stand.
Yes, I had written the bill that's created the taxes, and it would be right about now that they would start to be collected according to the bill. Um, so we would like it would be to inform the towns, make sure that they know the mayors of towns that they need to collect a certain amount from the citizens of these towns, so that we can hire a tax collector to bring them from the towns back to the government.
Excellent. We may table that specific point to appointing necessary committees. This does sound like something that would fall under that purview. But if anyone else has any other points to address about the tax collection concerns, please speak up.
I do have some concerns I would like to voice, Mr. Red Honorable Speaker.
Yes, you may come to the stand.
I believe that our economy is not ready at all to pay taxes. I'm not even sure if there's enough liras in circulation to distribute. Well, to collect, you know. Uh, it's hard to know how many are in circulation as our former Minister of the Treasury has been assassinated. But I would be surprised if there's more than 500 lira in circulation right now.
Yes, I can agree with that statement. I don't believe there have been many lira in circulation since the beginning of that currency.
Yeah, I think
I would like
that's a
to
fair
take the stance,
assessment.
right, honorable speaker.
Yes, you may.
I agree with Right Honorable Senator Moan. I think that at the moment there's not enough lira in the economy to even be able to tax them. I feel at this moment we should still give them a grace period of not paying taxes and promote in towns to start converting dimes into liras to like more or less to put more liras into the economy at for a little point and to prepare them for taxation season.
That's an excellent point. Thank you.
Yes. So yes, I think, generally speaking, we could submit as we speak a quick motion to give a grace period to the taxation and have it be voted on tomorrow. I believe.
That sounds good.
Okay. There
The
will
question.
now be a motion to give a grace period to towns for taxation tomorrow.
Good. But yeah, like after
We could
the new printing of lira, that should be good.
um I would like to discuss this. We would like to discuss this more, but I would like to call a motion for a recess for like maybe 5-10 minutes, so I can go help Zeke maybe get simple VC.
Yeah, that totally works. Yeah, motion to take a recess for 5 to 10.
Aye.
Aye.
I
All right.
Alright.
Recess.
Alright. I'm gonna go see if I can help Zeke.
Novak, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, yeah. Basically, right now the military's in shambles. It is
Oh boy.
not very good. No, I've like Michaela's spoken to. Oh gosh, damn, someone's calling me. Hang on a minute.
Um, yeah. Well, when I upload this, I'm gonna cut. I'm still recording, but I might cut out the recess part because this is very bad, very no good news that we just heard. What
It's so bad.
do you mean? What, like the fact that military is in shambles? I don't think we should put that in the official recording. And besides, this is recess. Surprisingly, this meeting is already longer than the previous meeting.
Oh,
Though
cool.
we've had a recess. We were having a recess, so.
Yeah. How long? How much longer do you think we have?
I'm just trying to help Zeke out. Like, it shouldn't be too long.
All right. I'm just gonna
And
pick
then
up a
after.
book and then come back.
Alright. What book are you getting? Oh, okay. fuck? This is like a dictatorship. You
The
might be
Senate
able
is
to,
not boat accessible.
you might be able to get in by going like this way. No, you can't.
No, I can't. This is not boat
Wait, wait,
accessible.
wait. You can get out and around. And then wait, can it not go up a carpet?
No, we can't go up 1 blocks at all.
That's amazing. That's beautiful. That's the best thing ever.
It'll be really funny if we mock the other parties by coming in boats, the natural party of governance.
We're just steady sailors, am I right?
Yup. Steady sailing ahead.
What? What? What the fuck?
These boots are actually insane.
What? Where do they have it? Wait.
They're actually insane.
Oh, what the fuck? I'm keeping those boots. They're my boots now.
Okay, I'm back. Was anyone yapping at me? I had my voice chat like turned off.
Oh no, Derpy is in a call. If Zeke shows up, we might have to push Derpy off. Yeah, like this meeting is going really well. Like for real.
Yeah.
Like low key.
Wait, is there a part of it that's not going well? Did I miss something?
No, it's going really well.
Okay. You said was going really well.
Well, because you know it's not going right now. We're in recess.
Oh, yeah. Okay, fair enough. I mean, it's fine. I would have liked more members of the opposition to be here, which I know they're just now.
Well,
There we
Zeke is
have
technically
one.
a member of the government.
Yeah.
Kind
But
of.
whatever. Also, I think I figured out how to get the perfect green absinthe if you guys want to check it out later.
Absinthe is like maybe the worst alcohol in the game.
The green absinthe, though, it gets you the most drunk.
Yes, that's the problem. It's too strong.
It's just strong enough, baby. I also did some others. I did wheat beer and then normal beer. Both of those are 5 stars. The red wine's 4 stars. I think that's all I had. I feel like I did something else. Gin, maybe, but it kind of sucked. Is this mod abuse? Did he just mod abuse?
Alright. Zeke has the plugin, but it's not set up. What the fuck was that?
That skeleton with an enchanted boat or fucking OP.
Was there creepers or something?
Yes, I was on one heart.
Oh, hi.
Yo.
So yeah, I heard you said the military is kind of in shambles.
Yeah, is the recess is like a meeting adjourned or something?
No, we're in recess.
Oh, still in recess. Okay, I thought I missed it.
Yeah, we're waiting for Zeke.
All right, all right.
Still waiting for Zeke.
Yep, still waiting for Zeke. I've said this like 3 times already.
So yeah, basically, military's in shambles because it hasn't been called upon since the Cossack War. Nijman took stock, and there's basically nothing. There's basically nothing in the way of an actual military.
Okay. Do you want this to be on the record, or do you want to keep this on the down low?
Honestly, it probably should be on the record. This isn't the MOD's fault. Keep that in mind. It was the previous MOD, like the previous military administration's fault. It,
Yeah.
put it on the record that the current MOD is trying to address the issues.
Okay. Well, we'll call you up. Well, we'll call you up later to like address this, right? Because
All right.
I'm gonna cut out the recess from the recording, because it's the recess.
All right, all right. Oh yeah, I forgot you guys record these
Minister.
things.
Yeah, we're recording these things. You know,
Camera up there, look at it.
yeah, look, it's the camera stream.
But yeah, I do, I can say, I do believe the previous minister was more interested in personal duels than in setting up the army again.
Yeah. If only Chaton didn't die in the Great Urbis Massacre.
Well, okay. I said it was the previous military administration's fault, but I don't know how true that is since... Oh, well, hang on. Who was the previous MOD? Because I know it wasn't Ashton for a while. Ashton was General of the Armies for the longest time.
No, Ashton was the MOD this whole time.
The whole time?
The whole time.
Yeah.
Hmm.
The whole time.
Because Ashton talked to me about the, well, I guess I should say Ashley talked to me out of character about, like, the military problems and stuff. So maybe it wasn't necessarily her fault, and there's more so other factors.
Ashton was very much more after personal glory than actually setting up a military.
Like in character?
In character, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that's most of what happened there. So I'm not surprised that the military is in shambles.
Have you read the book the president has written?
Reform?
Autonomy, the new one.
Oh, no, I haven't gotten to it now. Yo. Thanks. I haven't seen any copies of this anyway. There needs to be more book promotions.
Yeah, I mean, it's in the Providence Library, I believe. But I was able to find the original copy, and so I made some original version, and then I made copies, right?
Yeah. Alright. Seems Zeke doesn't have the senatorial robes.
Well, I mean, it's upstairs, right?
Greetings, hello.
Hi!
Yo.
Hey,
Hello.
come here. You gotta get your robes.
You gotta get your robes.
Yeah, you gotta get your robes. It's the law.
Where's my
Get up,
gown?
get your robes upstairs.
It's up here.
Well, not upstairs, up
Up the
there.
ladder.
Up the ladder, yeah.
Here.
Up
Hey,
there.
can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Yes, we can.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yep.
Fine. I need to rebind real quick. Hold on.
But can you hear us?
All right. Okay, where's my gown?
It's up here.
Up here.
Soon there will be red caps donning those armor stands.
Not on my watch.
And yeah, the cap is only for speaking, so you don't have to wear it all the time.
Say it again.
United
The-
Party, one party state in the future.
The cap is only for speaking.
Writing that down.
So
Like
No.
the what?
Off the record.
it's for speaking. The cap. It's a speaking cap. So usually we don't wear it while we're not speaking, but all right.
All right. Let me pull up the agenda.
Yeah. Motion to resume the meeting.
Aye. Motion granted.
Aye.
Aye.
Okay. All right. We're resuming. So we're actually going to move on to the Electoral Commission findings.
I did want to keep speak some more on the tax collection concerns.
That's fine too. You may come up to the stand.
Yeah, hold on. Alright, so as we were saying, I think I would like to ask how long the previously discussed grace period should be for the tax collection, because, yeah. I think Velik might be an expert on this subject, the venerable Premier Velik.
What is it? I'm sorry.
How long should the grace period should be?
For, well, I wasn't. Repeat what you
For
said.
the grace period for towns, the grace period that would go to towns for taxation, how long would they be?
Yeah, well, basically the
yes,
tax pause.
Let's say an additional, either 1 week or two, an additional 2. An additional 2 would ensure that better ensure that that everyone can get their hands on the lira to then pay their taxes.
All right. Motion to submit. Motion to submit this motion to tomorrow's voting meeting.
Motion already granted. It's already on the docket for tomorrow.
Wonderful.
All right. All right.
All right. One moment.
Have we named a Minister of the Interior yet? Or has the President done it? The Premier?
We haven't.
Yeah.
All right. So we will be moving on to the Electoral Commission findings. So the Right Honorable Senator Mound, would you please come up to the stand to
Of course.
discuss your findings?
Of course. All right. So, me and the Electoral Reform Committee have done some research into how to improve our elections, because as we all know, there have been many issues with the elections and how fast-paced they are, and how and how the president is voted in, and so on and so forth. We found there was many issues. But by speaking to many experts such as Justice Loga Pinkogata, and the Minister of the Interior Toyota. So, we have gathered all of our findings and combined them into an amendment to the Constitution that would, that the Commission believes would improve greatly the way elections work within our country. I shall now submit this amendment to the Speaker, to the Right Honorable Speaker, for him to read out.
Thank you. All right. This would be the Second Amendment to the Foreign Constitution, labeled the Electoral Reform Amendment, written out June 7th, 1919. The first point, this article would, or I guess this act would amend Article 2, Section 4B, that states that the term of a senator's election is 6 weeks. Henceforth, Article 2, Section 4B will read as follows. The length of term for a senator is 8 weeks. It also amends Article 3, Section 2B, that states the term of the president is 4 weeks. Henceforth, Article 3, Section 2B will read as follows. The length of term for the president is 8 weeks. There is a footnote here. That would be... as requested by President McHale, this would take effect after their term ends. It also amends Article 3, Section 7C, which states that the censor serves a full 4-week term parallel to the president. Henceforth, Article 3, Section 7C will read as follows. The censor serves a full 8-week term parallel to the president. If the president is reelected, the censor's term may be extended, subject to premier approval. The censor may be impeached and removed from office by the Supreme Court or dismissed by the president with the premier's approval. This bill also amends Article 4, Section 7, which states that the length of term for a judge is 5 weeks. Henceforth, Article 4, Section 7 will read as follows. The length of term for a judge is 8 weeks. It amends Article 2, Section 4BA. Henceforth, Article 2, Section 4BA will read as follows. Half of the Senate seats, rounded up, will run elections 4 weeks after the presidential election. These Senate seats will be those in the northern half of Faru. The other half, rounded down, will run elections during the same week as the presidential election. These Senate seats will be those in the southern half of Faru. It also adds Section 8 under Article 4 that reads so, the selection of the judges will occur 1 week after the presidential election. Article 3, Section 2B of the Constitution states that the president is elected by the people. It is to be specified that to be elected, a candidate must have more than half of the popular vote. And if no candidate has received more than half of the popular vote in a presidential election, a second election with only the 2 candidates with the most votes is to be held as soon as possible. There's also to be a temporary shift in terms to ensure a smooth transition to this new election cycle. This section is temporary and would be void after the Senate elections at the start of this coming August. So, point 1, District 7 will hold its next election in July. District 6 will hold its next election in July. District 5 would hold its next elections on the 8th of June and then in July. And then District 4 would hold its next election on the 15th of June and then in July. Additionally, District 3, District 2, and District 1 will have their elections in August. And that is it for this bill. If anyone would like to discuss this bill, please come forward.
Do I have to put my cap on?
Yes.
Yes, you do have to have your cap on. Also, don't forget to refer to everyone as the Right Honorable.
Right. So I wish to discuss one of the clauses of the bill that states that the election will be split among the 2 halves of infaru.
Yes.
What's the purpose of that? Right, Honorable Speaker.
The purpose of the split?
Yes.
So I'd like to call upon the Right Honorable Senator Mound to approach the stand to argue for this bill.
Of course, Mr. Right Honorable Speaker. Well, yeah. The stagger is part of our nation's tradition in terms of elections, and we have determined that it is best to keep it, albeit in a reformed way, in order to not disturb the way our nation works.
Okay, so it's just preserving the status quo.
Well, we're changing it, but we're preserving the spirit of the tradition.
Okay, that's fair. That's all. I'll sit back down.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Right Honorable Senator Zeke. I would like to speak further on this and say that I believe all the changes in this amendment are absolutely necessary to the correct function of our state. And if anyone has any objection to that, I would like for them to speak out right now. All right. Well, then I yield my time.
Thank you. All right, one moment as I jot all this down.
I would like,
Okay.
however, to call the Right Honorable Premier Velik to give a comment on this bill, as she also was in this on this committee.
Yeah, that sounds good. Please come to the stand.
Yes, I believe that the reducing the stagger from thirds to halves will have a great effect in ensuring that the number of elections is not overwhelming. And even though I was initially hesitant to increase the term length, I do think, the way that it ends up working, where half of the Senate is elected 1 month after, is quite nice, right? How it splits up on a nice number of weeks.
Excellent. You may return to your seat. Thank you, Velik. Okay, so that's almost the end of the meeting. Now we're moving on to the appointment of any necessary committees. I believe there is a committee that needed to be formed for tax collection.
Is there? I guess there is.
Yeah, is that something we need to do?
It was discussed when we were first talking about tax collection concerns, just figuring out who is actually collecting the taxes. But if this is something that just falls under the Ministry of Treasury, then we don't need to assign any committees.
We could have a committee looking into how to better do this. Mr. Red Honorable Speaker, may I take a stand?
Yeah, you may approach the stand.
I would like to suggest then the creation of a committee on tax collection, headed by by whoever becomes the Minister of the Treasury, and with whoever wants to join tomorrow, well, as the members.
All right. Yeah, motion granted. So tomorrow, once the Minister of Treasury is voted for, they would be heading this tax collection committee.
Yes.
Shouldn't that be the Minister of the Interior?
Could you repeat that?
Shouldn't that be the Minister of the Interior who heads the committee?
I guess we could have both ministers in the committee, I believe.
I think that'd be reasonable.
Yes.
Yes, I agree.
I would furthermore like to suggest the creation of a committee on national iconography to create a bunch of seals for different departments of the government, which we desperately need, because the Supreme Court has this really cool seal, and I think it's unfair that the Senate, does not have a cool ass seal, and we really need one. Yeah. So I would like to submit the vote on a creation for this committee as well tomorrow.
All right. So we'll now have that on the docket for the Committee of National Iconography. That would be voted on tomorrow. Is there any head of this committee that you'd like to propose now, or would you like to save it?
I would like to propose myself as the head of that committee.
Okay.
As I have mild experience in Krita and Inkscape, so I could probably get something together.
All right. Thank you very much.
Then I yield my time.
All right. So this is now a free slot. So if anyone, if anyone has comments on the committees, they may also move forward. Or if they have comments about anything else or proposal bills.
If anyone has any other committees as well.
Correct.
Right on our speaker. Motion to permission to approach the stand.
Yeah. Permission granted.
So one of the important bills that I submitted was the annexation of the territory that is right now known as the Rock, right outside of our borders. Have we voted on that yet? Because I've been absent for a little bit.
Oh,
We have not.
I can go collect the bill if you want me to.
Yes, that might be a good idea.
yes.
Permission to
Permission
leave
granted.
thank you.
All right.
Yeah. So while that's happening, may I just explain a little bit about the background of this bill?
Yes, go ahead.
Right. So a few weeks ago, uh, the my company, known as the North Quintilia Trading Company, along with the Infaru Corporation of Expansion, both private entities, uh, worked to settle an archipelago right off the coast of Urban City, I believe. I posted an image of where it is on the map in the bill submission, so you should be able to see if you scroll up. And the settlement is already underway, but it lacks the protection of being under the Republic of Infaru. So I believe that the island is like already our natural uh, like territory. Like it's the logical end to our the logical next step. Sorry, to our expansion. And I believe that annexing it would be the best step.
Mr. Venerable Speaker, may I also take the stand?
You may.
May I give the bill real quick so that you may read it?
Yeah.
I would like to amend such a motion to add a referendum on a referenda on towns in the southern coast of the western lands outside of Infaru to join a great nation, because I have noticed there are several colonies over there that are not formally inside of our great nation, and I do believe that they should be allowed to be given the choice to join the Great Republic of Faru.
Which colonies would you be referring to?
I do not know them by name, but they are. Let me get a screenshot in the set chat. There, in said discussion, I have showed a screenshot of the area where the colonies are, and I do believe that there should be a referendum there, and as well on the island that wishes to join in Faru, there should be referendums in all those areas to formally join our nation.
Oh, interesting. Yes, I did see people colonizing that area. None of them are associated with Liberty City, though.
Yes, but I think if we're gonna annex this territory, then we might as well annex those territories as well. With a
Just to
referendum.
clarify, did you mention that these were southern towns? Because I do believe that these are not southern towns.
I did not. I said they're they're in the southern coast of the western region, the western
I got you.
wilderness.
Yeah,
Okay.
I heard there were southern towns too. That's why I was afraid that you were talking about some Liberty City's colonies.
No. I mean, like, just they're just random colonies of farms that are deprived of the right to vote currently, but still interact with our nation a lot.
Gotcha.
So I would like to add a motion to amend this bill to add this those colonies to our nation as well.
So the motion to both motions, one to vote to annex the Rock and a vote for a referenda from nearby non-foreign cities to join Faru, have been added to the docket for tomorrow. Furthermore, I'd like to read the annexation bill for everyone to hear the full details of. Thank you, senators. You may return to your seats. Annexation of the Rock. Number 1, the area around the Rock, including the archipelago itself, will be annexed into the Republic of Infaru. The Infaru army will be guaranteed a fortress should they desire to construct one with the help and permission of Liberty City and associated private entities. I would like to make a slight correction to this bill. that the Infaru army would be the improper term for the foreign military, as well as the Republic of Infaru would be the Republic of Faru.
My apologies.
Other than that, does anyone have any comments on this annexation bill?
As a speak, if it wasn't discussed already, the name of the one settlement over in the Cherry Grove Valley is Mount Hueguo. I'm not sure about the one on the island to the south.
Oh, do you have information on this settlement?
Um, as from what I understand, Mount Hueguo is operated by someone under the name of Gorilla Noise.
Motion to invite the presidential delegate to the floor to tell us more about Montuego.
Approved.
If I could say, that's most of the information that I know. It's only operated by a Gorilla Noise, and the name is Mount
Oh.
Hueguo. That's as far as I understand it. I've only been over there once to
Well,
sell them alcohol.
Well, thank
Well,
you,
thank you
Mr.
for the information.
Thank you for the information,
Thank
Mr.
you.
Delegate, then.
Of course.
Moving forward, does anyone else have any comments on these motions?
Actually, I apologize. I have one more moment of one more piece of information. The settlement to the south is operated by a person by the name of John Zomboid.
Yes, I was aware of this one, though.
Okay, my bad.
Yeah.
Thank you. Any further comments, concerns? All right. If there's nothing else, I would like to motion to adjourn.
Aye.
A motion to adjourn.
Aye.
All right. Motion passed. Motion to adjourn has passed. So this meeting is adjourned.
All right.